Hi there, my name is Ken of Don'tPunishPain.com, and you just got a view of my kitchen because for some reason this app starts pointing the opposite way, which is a little weird. But anyhow, thank you so much for joining me. I make chronic illness videos about a variety of different subjects over on my YouTube channel at Don'tPunishPain.com. There's about 70 of them or so over there right now. And tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about depression, because I have firsthand experience with clinical depression and anxiety. And it's fairly controlled at the moment through a combination of medications. I take Seroquel and not serotonin, Seroquel and sertraline to kind of manage it. And it's okay at this point. There are some other tricks that I use to help me. But tonight, for our first video together, I really wanted to talk about a common misconception, one that I find repeated over and over again in conversations I have with people about the subject of depression. Depression is not always sadness. People tend to equate those two terms as being interchangeable. They're not in every instance. Sure, sadness can be a part of that. No question about it at all, yes. There are times where I am so sad that I want to weep like I am at a funeral, and really I'm just sitting on my couch feeling that way. But for me, and for many people who suffer from clinical depression, it's not so much the sadness that can upend your life, but the extreme apathy. We're talking disinterest in everything, and more than just casual disinterest, but I mean everything. Pizza, favorite food? Meh. Tacos? Meh. Skyrim on my PS4? Meh. You know, your partner standing there scantily clad with a come hither look in their eyes? Meh. Nothing, I mean nothing is interesting to you. You don't care. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to talk to anybody. It's like that saying where hate is the opposite of love. No, not really. Indifference is actually the opposite of love. Just complete and utter apathy. And that's a problem because in everyday life, we need interest. We need things to hold our interest at least a little bit so that we'll do normal activities such as get out of bed, take a shower, go to a job to make money to pay the bills. And that's very hard to do when you care not about anything at all. So now, of course, there are some people who respond well to medication therapies to help control these feelings of apathy. Some people respond well to talk therapy. I have been using certain meditation techniques, and I've been covering these in a show called Rainy Day Brain over on my YouTube channel, where I'm going through a book that's called The Happiness Trap. And it's interesting so far. And one of the techniques that they recommend to kind of help when you find yourself in one of those depressive states is to take control of your thoughts somewhat by distancing yourself from them. So for example, when you have those negative intrusive thoughts that come at you, or I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm no good, I haven't done what I needed to with my life, whatever the repeated thoughts are in your head that really drag you down, if you can, and not everyone can do this, especially starting out, but if you can take a second and go, oh, I am having the thought that I am ugly, or I am having the thought that I'm not a good adult, whatever it is. But if you stop and repeat that phrase, I am having the thought, ... that gives you some distance from it. Another technique this guy talks about is repeating the thought that you're having, that negative thought, in your head. But when you do so in the silliest voice you can imagine, like a cartoon character, maybe Bugs Bunny or Elmer Fudd or something like that. And all these techniques that he outlines in the first chapter of his book are really just to get you to remember that your thoughts are just words. And words are made up of letters, and letters are nothing more than symbols that we use as humans to communicate ideas. Words are not the truth of who you are. Words are not automatically wise. And your thoughts are not powerful enough to actually harm you. Now, it takes some doing. I've been working at this over the last few weeks to try to catch myself when I start on that negative thought spiral. And I think it's helping a little bit. Now, that was a very quick version, obviously. If you're interested in more videos like this, I will be posting more of these hopefully soon to this channel here. And I appreciate you dropping by to see me. If you have any questions for me, please send them to me at ken@don'tpunishpain.com. And I'll let you go for now. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, I'm Ken McKim. You take care and be good to yourself.